Hello and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I had a little dander around in Primark, or Pennies as it's called here in Ireland, and I picked up a few pieces to try on. Normally I would always go into the fitting room and try everything on, but I didn't have the time on my visit there, so I simply just picked up a few pieces that I want to try here for the spring coming into the summer. Please remember that Primark/Pennies do not do online shopping. I think in the UK or in Northern Ireland you can do the click and collect. I don't know if you can do it here in the Republic of Ireland, that's being honest with you, but just be aware that unfortunately I can't leave links to anything for you today. So if nothing else, I hope that I can give you a bit of outfit inspiration, and maybe if you're lucky enough to live close to a Primark, you can go and have a dander around. But a little Primark haul for today, let's get stuck into it. The first item I spotted as I came through the door was these shoes. They were literally standing right next to some outfits, and I couldn't tell you what the outfits were because I just zoned right in on the shoes and I fell in love. It is a pair of little slingbacks. They have about approximately 5 centimeter high heel, meaning it's a heel I can genuinely walk in, which I love. But what I fell in love with was actually the pearls. I have a thing for pearls. I don't wear pearls very often, but I do love them. And it's this plastic see-through kind of material, and then with all the little pearls and little gems stuck on them, and I just think they're absolutely stunning. It's one of those shoes, I don't need them for anything right now, but I'm thinking I could still wear these shoes in 10 years time with the right outfit, of course. I just love them. I think they're fab. As I say, they're a height that I can genuinely walk in, which I appreciate. And as you may know, I'm a bit of a shoe magpie, so I love myself some good shoes. So I had to have these. They are very, very comfortable. Obviously, I've only just tried them on. I haven't worn them for longevity yet, and I don't know how my toes will work with the plastic. I've never owned a pair of plastic shoes like these before, so that remains to be seen. But I just think they're stunning. They're stunning. And oh, they would really jazz up a kind of like a plain outfit. Oh, imagine like just a black suit. And then these, that would be fab. My first outfit is a two-piece set. However, the pieces are sold separately, which I really appreciate. It is a pair of wide leg trousers and a little matching top. Let's start with the trousers. I was a little bit worried about the trousers because they are flat fronted, meaning we have no pleats. And as a rectangular apple shape, I prefer to have the pleats because it gives me a bit more space over the tummy. However, I do actually think these trousers have a great fit and skims beautifully over my tummy. They have a great fit. I got them in the UK size 20 and they fit me perfectly. My measurements and height and everything is always in the description box, so if you need them for comparisons, you can check it there. The trousers come with a little rope belt, which I think is a nice little feature. It also means we got belt loops, meaning I can change it into a belt of my own choosing, which I also prefer. The downside of the trousers is the fact that we have no pockets, and I'm a pocket girl. Now, I love the matching top, but I'm a rectangular apple shape, meaning I don't naturally have much of a waist. This top is very square, basically. Now, what makes it square is not only the square neckline and the fit of it, but it's also, they have added underneath the arms, they have added these little bows, little strings, and then they have added a little slit. I hope you can see there. The stripes makes it a little bit confusing. We have a slit down there. Now, I think that those features just add more bulk on the waist that I don't have. So if I'm keeping this set, I will remove these bows because they're just stitched on, I'd say. And then I'd actually take this slit and I'd sew it shut. So I'd sew these two pieces together, which will simply take out some of the bulk of the top. Can you see that if I sew that together? So I think that's how I would fix it, just to make it work a little bit better on my body. But I think it's an adorable set and the quality is really, really nice. It's one of those sets that would be perfect for a holiday. Now, I think it looks great for everyday wear as well. I would even wear this to the office, but it's one of those sets that will take up no space in your suitcase. And it's fab pieces. It's really, really fab. You can dress it up, dress it down. So a great start. I really, really love this set. Next up, I have a little black dress, and I'm always on the lookout for the perfect little black dress, and this one is adorable. I love the fact that it has the widest strap. I love the square neckline, and then it's just plain and simple. It is body hugging, but it goes into the A-line skirt, which is perfect for us apple shapes. I think it skims my tummy really, really well, which I appreciate. And it has a great fit on the back as well. It is on the shorter side, but I don't think it's so short that I feel like I'm half naked. It Really shows off my pins, which is great. And then I teamed it with a little pearls shoe. I had to try them on, and this is just adorable. Now for me personally, I probably wear something over my shoulders if I'm to wear this dress because I'm always cold, but it's just one of those plain, simple little pieces. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, add a belt, add some chunky jewelry. You can really play around with the style of this dress. It is just one of those basic pieces. Material wise, it's really soft. It actually feels more like a tracksuit, but as in a nice way. As I say, it's a very plain, very simple little dress. Dress it up, dress it down. Is soft and stretchy, which I appreciate, so it's also very, very comfortable. And this one, again, it's a piece I can have hanging in my wardrobe for years to come. I picked up a couple pairs of sunglasses, and I only paid €6 for each of these pairs, and they are polarized, they say. So that's really, really good. Now, these are very different than the sunglasses I normally wear. I prefer the bigger sunglasses, but my kids were with me and they said, Mum, you should get these because they're really, really fun. What do we think? What do we think? I don't know. I always wear the bigger ones. But anyway, they're good fun, aren't they? And they're really, really fashionable at the moment. Anyway, now another dog has joined us, so we got to make sure we don't step on them. But the idea was that with a little set like the one I'm wearing now, having a little pair of sunglasses. So anyway, they're good fun. Hi, Lucy. Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Oh, don't you get jelly now? Ah, here we go. I found this suit, but it's a real summer suit and I'm here for it. It's the chocolate brown. Obviously, you know me, I love everything in brown, but having a blazer which has a matching belt. It has short sleeves, and then it comes with, again, sold separately, with a pair of wide leg shorts. How fab is this for summertime? I could wear a suit, but in the summer. This is brilliant. Now I have teamed it with a little top underneath, which I'll show you in a minute. But I'm obsessed with this set. I love the fact that the blazer has the matching belt. It is unfortunately one of those fabric belts which doesn't have a lot of structure, but maybe I can live with it. The blazer, let me just open it. It is fully lined. We do have functioning pockets. They are sewn up, but they are there. And look, even without the belt on and just hanging open, the blazer is really, really nice. But I love the fact that we have the feature and can close it. So I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this. Now I did team it with this top. And this top, I actually picked it up knowing that it probably wouldn't work for me, but it's the color. And what can I say? It doesn't look very nice on me. It's closed with two little, what do you call it, ties there in the front. Yes, I don't like it at all. It just doesn't work for my body shape, but it was the color, and I thought, you know what, since I'm trying anyway, I'm probably returning a few pieces, I'm going to try just to be on the safe side. So yeah, it just doesn't do anything for my shape. But anyway, now I've tried it. Let me just tug it in so I can show you the shorts, because these shorts are fantastic. They are just like my wide leg trousers, only they are shorts. The length is the one thing that is definitely new for me. I prefer when my shorts are kind of just above my knee. I think that shows off my pins even better. But it's very trendy for this coming summer with the longer shorts. So I thought I'd try it. But they are just like my wide leg trousers. They skim beautifully over my tummy. They have a great fit. And again, I got size 20 or size extra large. Those are the two sizes. This set is definitely staying in my wardrobe for sure. As I say, not the top, because that's just not for me at all. And I probably will just tie the belt like this instead. But isn't it fab? I can always shorten the shorts a little bit myself. I can just hem them up if need be. But isn't it just a fab set here for the summer? I'm in absolute love with this set. But that is all the pieces I have to share with you today. Some fantastic pieces in for spring and summer in Primark. I do know it's a nuisance that, first of all, they don't do online shopping, but also they don't have proper plus sizes. However, they do have up to the size 2XL, and I personally find that a lot of the pieces, not all of them, but a lot of the pieces are quite generous in the size. So if you are roughly my size, again, as I said earlier on, my measurements and height are in the description box always, and I do update them as my body changes. changes as well, so they are relevant for that given video in the description box. All right, but yeah, if you are lucky enough to be close to a Primark, I definitely suggest having a dander around if you are looking for a few pieces for the spring and summer. I do have my eyes on a couple of dresses that I didn't pick up yesterday, and I don't know why I didn't pick them up. It was because I was rushing around. But anyway, that is it for today. If you made it this far and sat through the ads, thank you so much. Would you do me one last favor for today and leave me an orange heart in the comments? The heart is simply just to tell me and the algorithm that you enjoyed my content enough to stay to the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.